telling jokes and having smokes, riding bikes all through the night. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian. Coffee ice no matter what. Now you know he likes it in the butt. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian, being Ian. And life is shit, but you're positive. Let's find out what it's like to live a life being Ian, being Ian.
With Jordan.
I gotta buy my sister
Safety. Welcome back to another episode of Bein Ian with Jordan. I am so excited. Jordan, where's our sound maker?
It's a Patreon sound. I ate a lot of chicken just now.
Well, what if it's really good and it's a regular?
You're right. Oh,
What?
no.
What?
No.
I did say safety, so it's fine. Did you ever play safety? I still do safety. You ever do safety? You never did safety.
I did growing up a little bit, but
Yeah. I have so much PTSD from safety. Thanks, Justin. That now every time I fart, I go, safety. Because I used to get the shit beat out of me.
That is a gnarly fart.
Yes. That's a no, keep them. No, Jojo. Jojo, no. What's up? You know what I thought was funny is you know how Bugs Bunny goes, what's up, Doc? Here, do it.
Okay.
Go break off and go, what's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
You have AIDS.
That was funny. Dude, going down, sir.
Yo,
Capote.
Looney Tunes is the best. We should get a Looney Tunes tattoo.
I want the Misfits tattoo. I was listening to them at Overthrow today, and it was pumping me up.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Daniel Strauss, R&D, Rich Fi. Rich just did mine on my own. Yep.
I want a beautiful one.
Well,
Beautiful.
what? Like him in a coffin, the Crimson Ghost in a coffin.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I was listening to Saturday Night. God, that song is so. I know I'm crazy, but he rips.
Michael Graves.
I love him. I love Danzig, but Graves is also sick. Was dying on a Saturday night.
Dude, American Psycho is a fantastic song. Whoa, American Psycho.
He's
whoa.
they're very. He's the whole time. The whole time the Misfits were running, they were good. Still good.
You can't beat Danzig. That Elvis snarl.
I know, but I'm saying Graves was a great
replacement.
replacement
Yes,
for
yes,
replacements.
yes. Speaking of the replacements, they're great too. Can't
They are.
hardly wait. Ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong ding
Hey,
dong ding dong.
I ate a chicken. Oh,
No. Dude, I ever tell you I met Danzig?
yeah, with your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gail.
Oh,
What happened?
why'd it move over here? That burp. It like hovered and then changed
Because you pulled it at you.
correspondence.
'Cause
Yeah.
now in the field we have burp. Thank you so much, Brian. Okay, it's secret time.
No, this might be a public.
Okay.
It's all secret. Yo, you know what's cool? So I had a moment the other day. It was pretty cool. Sherry was here, and Sherry is my uncle Clyde and Aunt Camille's daughter, and Clyde was my dad's best friend, right? And when my dad died in '93, I didn't see anyone on my dad's side of the family for like 20 years. And me and Sherry were like best friends growing up at each other's house all the time, every weekend. Thank you. And I never saw her again. And then we reconnected, whatever, and we're getting like really, really close. And Clyde and my dad were like best buds, you know. And the other day, me and Sherry were down here and we were smoking and we were playing ZZ Top on the record player. And I was like, yo, this is some Clyde and John
Were you
shit.
going to replace me with her?
No.
You thought about it?
No.
Do people like her better?
Jesus, George.
Sorry. That's great.
My God.
Your dads would have been down. Your dads are dead? Clyde's dead?
Clyde's alive, you
Oh,
whore.
But they would have been doing that.
They did do that.
Yeah.
And then we did that.
But if I had been there with them, they would have liked that. I'm pretty sure.
Did people like her better than me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Okay, wait. But we can't talk about why you ended it with the... Come on.
No.
Who'd you have sex with?
No, I'm not sharing this public detail of my private life.
But we have to talk about sex.
No, we don't. There's many other things we can discuss besides sex. All right, I fucked it. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, what do I have to tell you? Appleton sucked. Boston, there was a convention for video games. Very upsetting how many autistic people. A lot of
dude,
autistic people.
I did a joke about autism.
Yeah.
And it has like 15,000 likes, a fucking like 500 shares all on Facebook and thousands of comments arguing
Yeah.
because it was that stand up on the spot show and somebody suggested autism and I go, autism. I go, do you think I have it? And then it's like, ha ha ha. And I go, just kidding. I don't. I took a test. Asperger's. And there are so many people in the comments that are like, that is autism. You do,
Oh,
blah,
wow.
blah. Like, and then they're like, actually, you're not allowed to say Asperger's because Asperger was a Nazi and you were co-opting
that why we're not allowed to
Nazi
say it?
term. No, we're not allowed to say it anymore because they technically got rid of Asperger's because it's too much of a parallel crossover to autism spectrum disorder, right? So that's
How
kind
about
of
that guy at Love on a Spectrum who just gets with a Down syndrome girl? Illegal.
what?
Jail.
Who?
This guy is like, he's like this level of autistic and he talks, that was actually so fucking good. He's like, and I really like you and I like your hair and I think you're really beautiful. And she's like, and
Thank you.
no, she goes like this. She goes, anyway, and I think you're really funny and I think you're really smart. And she's Downsy, dude. Downsy. Okay.
Aw.
Sweetie, but not okay. And he's like, and I really like it. He looks like a normal guy. And then he goes, what do you like about me? And she goes, she goes like that. She goes, handsome. It's so good. Handsome. You can tell somebody was like, just say
the
handsome.
best.
And she's like, handsome.
That's the best.
But it's
I love
really-
it. Oh my God. Have you ever seen The Other Sister with Giovanni Ribisi and Juliette Lewis? Oh,
Is it somebody playing a Down syndrome person?
It'll
'Cause
make
that's
you
all I
cry.
wanted to see. What happened to
Um,
the Down syndrome Barbie that I was given? Didn't I bring that here? What happened to her? Did I give it away?
you never brought it here.
No, I've never seen it. in
I
person.
know. It's gone. A girl gave it to me as a gift. I can no longer find it.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I'm upset about it. 'Cause if somebody could send me the Down syndrome Barbie, that would really mean a lot. Especially the woman who sent it to me.
Dude,
Wrote me
you
a
know-
nice card. She
you
has a
know-
Down syndrome child. She said I normalized making fun of her daughter, which I didn't feel great about, but we'll do God's work. A lot of chicken. There's going to be candy there, isn't there?
Yeah. Did I tell you? I told you what I did last year with Olivia, right? The guy from Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah. So funny. I can't believe that was last year. I remember it, where he just shot a blank. He just shot into darkness.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
was like, happy birthday, Olivia.
Well, you can, these Love on the Spectrum people, you can pay for a cameo and make them say anything. And I really did.
I know one of the Love on the Spectrum guys just made a video being like, and I'm really happy that Shane Gillis is coming to town. He follows me, which is a
Oh
great
yeah,
fan.
dude, when we did the podcast, we took a picture and Shane was wearing a shirt that James got him and he like loved it and posted
Who's
about it.
James? The guy I'm talking about?
The
The
guy
knight?
from Love on the Spectrum. Yeah.
I was talking to these autistic twins. This will be a great clip, actually, when I find it. And I was like, can I ask you guys something about your autism? Because they were autistic. I was like, is just every autistic person just desperately, like, I'm pretty sure what's going on is in the 1800s, there was a time machine that was created and all of these dingus knights were just sent here. Like, that's all. Is that how you feel? Like you're just a misplaced knight? And they were like this. Yes. And I was like, all you want is like a bow staff. Like you just want a large sword. And they're like, yes, yes. Like you could see them being, and I was like, and you want a woman with like a corset. And they're like, and I was like, that's all autism is people from the 1800s accidentally sent here. Because it's true. Is this a bit that I should do? Think about every autistic person you've ever met. They've never, if you fucking touch, if they were here, they'd be like, oh, is this a Gerber blade that is decorated with the fine silk of your highness? They're not bad people, but they're in the wrong time.
They were bad. Why are you even saying that?
Because I realize that's what bothers me about them is they treat, because they're always like, my lady. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm a woman. And then I'm like, oh, you're just lost in time. You poor things. And these boys were chomping at the bit, dude. They were like, when I was saying it, they were like, think about it. Take any autistic person you know, throw them with a shield behind them, and you're like, oh, you fit.
Can we get Jordan a shield?
I'm not autistic. I'm just rude. I'm just really rude. I'm just slightly narcissistic. And yeah, truly, give me a bar wench thing, and I probably would be happier.
You looked hot when we went to Renaissance Fair.
I felt right.
Yeah.
Not as right as I did in the
What?
Beetlejuice.
You know, I forget his
Yeah.
name, but he's building us a new thing. You're Beetlejuice and I'm Elvis.
Great. A new what?
Like logo thing made out of wood. He did it for Bad Friends. He's
Can you
doing it for
overdose
us.
on chicken?
What? Send her back to the 1800s. Find a time machine. Stop that.
Well, I was seeing if my trainer said it was okay.
To what? Have chicken?
I ate
Yes,
a
you're allowed to have
lot.
chicken. Think for yourself.
I ate a lot of chicken.
So chicken is good.
Chicken is good.
Chicken's good. Chicken good.
If Jordan was sent back, they would definitely think she was a witch, for sure.
We think she's a witch now.
I think I belong in the 70s.
Me
too.
Yeah. Big time.
We fucked up.
Yeah.
They put us in the wrong place.
But you can live in the 70s now.
I know, we're doing great.
Live like you're living the 70s.
But I was just watching
I
Four
flew a
Seasons.
kite.
Have you seen the movie Four Seasons?
I've stayed at the Four Seasons.
And Louis said that I remind him of Carol Barnett. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
She's in Four Seasons. And I realized that whole aesthetic. Watch it. You're like, oh, I'm supposed to be there.
No, you're supposed to be right here with the 70s spirit.
No,
keep
because
that
these
moving on.
whores.
So what about whores? What's your thing with whores? Who cares that
don't
there's
like-
whores?
I don't like flat screen TVs and things like that.
Me neither. Isn't it weird? Do you remember dude?
Yeah. Bubble TVs,
No.
bubble screen.
When people had big screen TVs
what I mean.
and that was like, whoa. And now everyone's got a big screen.
I know. We had one that was a giant piece of furniture. Wouldn't please, in the heaven's name, I can't.
I'll
Barf
get
up
up
chicken. Did you fart?
Don't bring it over here.
Don't break it. Ian, you look fit.
Thank you.
Have you been doing things?
I've been working out, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
At the gym? What? Don't fart.
Moving around made me lose it.
Nice.
Nice.
Sucked back up.
Yeah, it'll come back.
You know who burps a lot?
Who?
Baby Coyote.
Oh.
She goes, "Wow,"
Oh.
just like mommy.
No, I've been riding my bike, hitting the gym. Dude, I hadn't been in the gym in a while. And then the day I did rockin', I woke up at 9 a.m. and fucking blasted myself in the gym and the cardio for like a half hour straight. And I was like, I need to lose weight in my chin. I was in
Just
so
have to
much
do it
pain the
regular.
next day. I know. I was like, maybe if I do everything now to make up for lost
Yeah.
time that I haven't been working out.
Why don't you do what I'm doing?
What's that?
High protein, no sugar.
I've been having really bad stomach problems lately, and I
It helped my
haven't
stomach
been
problem.
able to like eat a lot. Like I'm in constant stomach pain.
You need to do more probiotics, like yogurt.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
no, but you should actually just take a probiotic.
Yeah,
Want me to get you some acidophilus? I'll bring you some. I have a bunch.
can't stop us.
You'll take it?
Yeah.
It'll really help your stomach. You need to
Okay.
protect your biome. I'll
Thank
take
you.
this.
No, I need to
No,
drink
you
that
don't.
coffee. That's the only coffee I've had today. No, I had one coffee in the morning. I've drastically decreased my coffee intake. I'm no longer doing coffee at night. I am, dude, you know what else that I'm doing? I'm waking up early in the morning and just forcing myself to get up and get out.
And then you go to bed at night?
Well, I'm only sleeping in shifts. So I'm only sleeping in like 3 to 4 hour increments, maybe. And for a while, I was not sleeping. And so now I'm sleeping, waking up at 6, waking up between 4 and 6, immediately doing work, getting my stuff done for later in the day. I stay up until maybe 8:30, and then I go back to sleep until gym at 10. I work out, eat my breakfast and lunch, and then I come back, do work, and then I take a 1 to 2 hour nap, and then I go out for sets on a day that I don't have. Like,
Is there
a
any
bunch
way
of
you could
stuff.
get yourself to sleep for 7 hours straight?
I can't.
Why?
I have been trying and I cannot. My body keeps waking me up every 3 to 4 hours.
Is it because it needs a cigarette?
I mean, a cigarette does help when I wake up.
Because I wake up sometimes and I go, vape? And I'm like, oh, you bitch.
But I like it because it's waking me up. And I'm
But
being
you need
productive.
a lot of sleep.
But I am getting my sleep in shifts.
Okay.
But you're also interrupting your sleep cycle. So it's like
Yeah.
you're not going through a full
You
sleep
do have
cycle.
to get REM.
So yeah, you have to get to
I'm
REM.
getting REM. I'm remming it up. I'm remming it up. But I'm not sleeping 8 hours straight. I'll sleep 8 hours in 4 hour increments.
Have you tried taking melatonin?
I don't like how it makes me feel when I wake up. It makes me feel super groggy.
I think you have sleep apnea.
Oh, I got sleep something. It is.
I think you're probably not breathing and you're waking yourself up.
I've been told that that's
I have
what's
heard.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you get a thing? I mean, Segura has something that holds his face. He had to get his teeth fixed. He also has Invisalign. I was like, I'm getting Invisalign. He was like, and I was like, oh, but
Should I get Invisalign? Don't tell anyone.
you could get it just on the bottom.
Corn maze.
Yeah, it does. It looks like Children of the Corn. It looks like children sticking their head out from behind corn. It looks like the movie The Village. That was actually the worst horror movie ever made.
Was that the one? No, The Happening.
That one was. Do you know what happened in that one? What was happening?
What's happening?
Mark Wahlberg, I thought was doing a bit the whole time. I thought it was a funny movie because the whole movie he was like, "You guys, we just need to go do this thing right now," and I was like, "It's really weird how he's speaking in a little the entire movie. He won't stop. He won't break this character." And I thought at the end he was going to get redemption. And all of a sudden, be this like time to stop doing that and crush. And then at the end of the movie, it ends, and I'm like, "What?" The whole time. We're just in a really big dilemma right now, you guys. There's a lion. There's a guy feeding himself to a lion. That's like crazy. It was nuts. Like he wouldn't change. It was crazy. It was crazy. I want to rewatch that movie just because it's so insane.
Yeah, let's do it.
What a
I'll
horrible
watch it.
actor he is. No offense.
He is
That was crazy.
great in The Departed.
He was surrounded by cushions. Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie is good.
What is a good movie with Mark Wahlberg?
Four Brothers.
No, I'm an only
Oh,
child.
Ted.
Ted.
He's good at humor. Boogie Nights.
That was good.
Boogie Nights, yes.
But him being serious is hilarious.
Mm.
Because really, it's going like this all the time. It's like Jason Bateman. He's just really, really worried.
Don't
and asking
compare him
everybody-
to Jason
I know,
Bateman.
but
Jason
it's like
Bateman's
him doing an
amazing.
impression of him. Jason Bateman is incredible.
He is. Have you ever seen The X?
No. The
Oh my
EX or is it
God.
X?
EX with Jason Bateman and Amanda Peet. Dude, that movie is so funny.
Amanda Peet rules.
She's
Whole 9
so
yards
hot.
with Amanda Peet.
Fucking Saving Silverman.
Oh my God.
What about Identity?
I have a line in my set that's from Saving Silverman. Quit breaking up the band, Yoko. I say that.
That's from
Saving Silverman.
The Wedding Singer.
No.
Oh, Wedding Singer goes, take my Van Halen shirt off before you jinx
Yeah.
the band and they break up. Okay,
Yeah.
quit breaking up the band, Yoko. That's a great movie.
I say that line when women transition to be men.
What?
Like whenever somebody's like, I'm non-binary or something, I'm like, they're abandoning me, and I'm like, quit breaking up the band, Yoko.
How is that abandoning you?
Because I'm a woman and they're leaving, and now I'm
But
just
you
a
hate
dyke.
women.
I want them to stay a woman so we are cool. They're just like, I'm a man now. And I'm like, fuck you. Now there's 2 of us left.
But you hate. There's a ton of women left that you hate.
Yes.
The whores.
Right. So when one of my cool friends becomes non-binary, I say, quit breaking up the band, Yoko. Yeah.
Well, your friend becomes non-binary, then they were never cool.
Nice.
Kidding.
I love when people refer to my dog as they, them. Because they don't know what she is.
People do that?
They're like, oh, well, how old are they? Because they don't know what she is. And I'm like, she is a they, them. She's cool. I mean, she's androgynous. Also, I get upset when people say she's a boy. I'm like, just because she looks like a boy doesn't mean she is a boy. She doesn't need to dress like a girl. She doesn't have to dress like a girl to be a boy. She doesn't have to wear pink. She has a red harness. Red is androgynous. She's a girl. She's utilitarian. She's not a lesbian. Leave her alone.
I don't think the non-binaries are the only ones abandoning you.
Later thinks she looks like a boy. That's fucked up.
She doesn't. She looks like a cute little
She's
girl.
a beautiful girl.
Oh, you want to hear something fucking amazing about like non-binaries and stuff? So, dude, Attell is the fucking best. He is like truly, I love that man so much. He is on the last show of the weekend, Rogan and Egan and everybody was like in the balcony watching. You know how he and I go back and forth on stage. We had like such a great time with it. Everything was so fun. And he hits me with the thing and it gets a huge laugh. And then I hit back and it got like a bigger laugh. And he goes, "Thank you, good night." And he let the show end on my
I had
laugh.
goosebumps. He is your dad. He
Yeah.
is. I was talking to somebody about how much I love him, and I was like, he has taken care of Ian like a father, and is the best man. He is so good.
Yeah.
He's
He's the
so
best.
sweet.
He's the best, man. I love him so much. And it was really, really fucking cool. So you know Austin's this whole like edgelord or whatever. And look, if you're saying stuff
He
on
just
stage-
grumbles. He's like, "Thank you, good night, fucking bastard."
Yeah,
piece of
yeah,
shit."
yeah.
If you're saying stuff on stage,
He Austin's like so edgelordy, whatever, and you're allowed to do that. Do whatever you want on stage, whatever. That's totally fine. I'm not gonna ever tell someone what they can and can't say, but I will fucking roll my eyes and be like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, so there was this guy who went up who was doing guest spots, and one of his jokes, like just fucking hack attack. It was like, I'm Japanese, so of course I believe in Godzilla. And like wasn't in on the fact that it was hacky. He like was like a legit, like, this is a good, you know, and the crowd was like eating it up. And dude, he was saying like abhorrent shit, like literally like, fuck these trannies, fuck these faggots in Seattle and Portland, this, that, the other. And the
Jesus.
crowd is like, yeah. And I had to follow this. And he's literally saying the things that I am. And so like, I didn't reveal who I am.
a faggot in
top.
Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are a bicycle faggot, which is basically a faggot in Portland.
But, you know, he's like saying these things that are a part of me. And I didn't reveal to the crowd like who I am off the jump. So I like wanted to like earn it. And also like they were in a sense of like laughing at these words in a way of like, yeah, he's saying it, you know? And I fucking hate that.
Not
and
in
so,
a playful laughter, like this is making me laugh. Yeah.
Not that we're all in on the fact that that's
Like spewing spit, like like being
Yeah,
totally.
And so
like when somebody falls and gets hurt.
So I was just
No,
doing
that is
jokes
fine.
or whatever, and they were getting kind of tepid response, and I just flipped, and I was like, "Oh, is that not funny? It's because I'm not up here yelling slurs and saying the word faggot, you stupid fucking pigs." And I just like went in on them, and I was like, yeah, I was like, you know what I am? I'm the fucking thing that you were all fucking laughing at. So fuck you. And I like lost it, and I got him back and everything, but it like really like angered me, and I told Attell, I was like, look, man, like, obviously I'll follow this guy, but it just sucks because he's saying these things and I'm rising above and I'm getting laughs, but like revealing who I am, it like puts like a weird, because they're in the mode of like, let's laugh at that. And then when I talk about who I am, they're not laughing with, they're laughing at. And obviously I pick up on it, I call him out or whatever. And he's like, okay, he's like, all right, so for the next show, I want to follow him. And I want you to go up, and he goes, I want you to bury him. I'm like, all right. So I go up and I fucking demolish, and I'm saying who I am with like all this stuff. And so then when
Wow.
he goes and uses those words, I've humanized it, and it's not funny. It's off-putting. He is stumbling, shaky, not getting laughs. And then
Wow.
Attell goes up and just crushes. And he had a couple jokes
At
about the
him.
guy at him. So, and afterwards he was like, we did good. And I was like,
Also,
yeah,
That's
like that was
awesome.
so cool. Like there was
A
no-
1-2 punch.
yeah.
a
Like for
knockout.
dude, it felt like I was in like blood sport,
Yeah.
and my
You
like in
KO'd
the
it.
corner, like my like coach was like, murder him.
Yeah.
You know, like when he goes, I want you to bury him. I was like, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And then he goes up after you bury him and just gives him a wedgie. And it's like,
Yeah,
and
it
another
was the
thing.
best,
Fuck you.
dude.
Yeah, that's
and that
sick.
was such a solid thing because he could see that it was kind of like, you know,
And Attell doesn't really bring up the gay stuff.
no.
He brings up lonely. He
Mhm.
brings up only child, but he doesn't really roast you for being gay.
No, not at all. And I really, really love that. And he's always from day one like accepted that part of me, and that's never been a joke he's made about me, which I like really, really means a lot.
When I
you
told
know?
him about the carpentry thing, he was like, I mean, I was like, Dave, I have to go inside now, because he was just like, wait, but can you do this? How do you do this? Do you know how to do that? But what do you put that? Where did you start? How did you?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is crazy that you're genuinely curious about this.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome.
Dude, the best thing in the world is we walk around, we smoke cigarettes and everything. And so in Austin, we were sitting on these two benches, and this fucking girl comes by, and she walks by and she stops and goes, oh my God, I saw, first of all, we just came from the pool. Okay. I was in
He went in the pool.
so
Dave went in the
he
pool?
loves swimming. And so he loves swimming.
Does
That's
he wear
like
the
his
hat?
favorite thing. No. He's like a little dolphin in a pool. It's amazing.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, we go swimming. It's great.
He gets
So-
in?
Oh yeah.
No
He
shirt?
gets in, no shirt. He's swimming around. Yeah. But he immediately puts his clothes on, and his bathing suit is wet in his jeans.
Yeah.
So we're sunbathing, and I'm in a bathing suit, tank top, and a towel, and he's laying in his Carhartt shirt and jeans, and he's sunbathing like this, and like we're like talking to each other. So then we leave, and we're sitting there, and I'm in a bathing suit, shirtless on the street. He's him. This girl walks by, and she comes back and goes, "Oh my God, I saw you guys last night. You were so funny." And it's like super sunny, and she's in the sun, and we're kind of in the shade. He goes, "Oh, thank you. Here, why don't you come in the shadow? It's sunny over there. Come into the shadows." She goes, No, I have to go to work. And she leaves, and he's like, what was her problem? And I'm like, what was her problem? You invited a woman into the shadows. What's the matter with you? And he's like, shadow, shade, it doesn't matter. She really had an attitude. I'm like, do you see what this is? And he had just got done blowing a balloon to make like squeaky noises. So he's got a balloon in his hand. I've got X-ray vision glasses on. I'm in a bathing suit. He's wet, wearing his clothes, and he's going, come into the shadows. I'm like, what do you think?
She said, I have to go to work. I have to go to work. No, I'm a person.
Come, the freaks are over here.
He said the shadows instead of shade, and it was sunny out.
Yeah,
That's so weird.
Come into the shadows.
So good. Everything you said. The tray thing. Give me some space, Trey. That was some of the hardest I've ever laughed.
Yeah.
The next day, Trey comes out as a pedophile
Dude,
or whatever.
what about his?
Not a pedophile.
What about? Oh, I told you this, dude. He's just like, and that's what's helped, like, just get so much better. Is it being on stage with him? He's given, like, he always told me, like, first of all, opening for him. If you're not going new, then I'm not going to have you open for me anymore. He's like, my crowds will laugh. They're the hardest laughers, so you better try new stuff so that you can grow. Like, all right. And then when he would bring me on stage with him, he was like, just try, just say, and I'll make it funny. And then like it gave me the ability to just try something, and then eventually I'd find funny, but he would
While you
funny
were
it up.
bumping mics.
Yeah, like at the
Wow.
cellar years ago. And so that like really, really helped, you know. And he I forget where this story was going. I'll stop sucking his dick, but he's just the best.
It's a good dick to suck.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah, he is.
Frothering at the mouth.
Oh yeah. The you know.
Oh my God, that's so good. Can
Yeah.
can you say that?
Yeah, so
Dude,
the guy
that
was
I told like 9 people.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So the guy was Japanese on stage.
There's something. He's a savant. There's something
Yeah.
fucked up.
Oh, and it came out immediately. Dave said something about pronouns, and I'm like, you look like your pronouns.
Wait. You have to say the Asian comic.
Huh?
You have to
I said he was Japanese.
Japanese named Yoshi.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you say Japanese?
So I'm like-
Yoshi.
yeah, Yoshi. And I'm like,
Japanese.
he said something about me or like something. I go, well, your pronouns look like they're ooh and no. And he goes, stop, don't give out Yoshi's address. Like immediately.
How does he do that? That's insane.
It's
How did
crazy.
he do that?
It's
Sometimes
crazy.
he does things. It's so somebody will stand up and be like, "You would look like you work at a parking garage, but also the ground floor of Macy's."
Dude,
And
what
then you
about
look
when
and
he
the guy's
asked-
like holding him
When he
Macy's
asked
bag.
you about like fingering yourself or something, he was like, another day at Camp Lonely. or something.
Yeah, he was like, I was like, yeah, I like this vibrator, and he was like, well, enough stories from Camp Lonely. I mean, he'll be like. He'll say things that are so. He's like, you look like you fuck yourself with a root vegetable or something. Like
Dude,
it's
one time he called me and he was on the road and he just started firing jokes at me about like the weekend, and he was like, and another thing and another thing and another, and I'm just like dying laughing, and he goes, all right, that's all I got, and he just hung up the phone.
he's incredible. He's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, when he said in the special, when he goes, what was the thing he said? It was, oh yeah, just when he's like, no, I'm a Biden supporter, Hunter. It's like, dude, you're just like, fuck you. How did you? Of course,
Yeah.
someone should say that. That's
Yeah.
insane that nobody has said that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He's the best.
I'm
Real
so
s-
glad everyone's loving the special.
Yeah, it does also make me feel a lot better about aging.
In what way?
Like Jesse Kirsten is about to put out a huge special. He put out it's just nice that we're not ballet dancers who age out at 29,
yeah.
27.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? It gives you something to look forward to, and you know that there's always work to be done. That's like the best.
And you know that you can be like a Tell where you just work the cellar for years. You're like, whatever, I'll tour some, and then you just put out a special, and he just is grinding away slowly. Like you don't need to be just like, you don't need to put out an hour every year. You can fucking snooze on it for a while, build an
Yes.
amazing hour, put it out, and people are like, dude,
Yes.
welcome back, brother.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
But he's also prolific in the way that he's like, you know, like his body of work is so prolific. People have been chomping at the bits for like a special about him for so long.
Yeah.
You know.
It's really cool though. But that's awesome that you
Yeah.
can just get people. You won't be forgotten. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll just chomp because you're that good.
Yeah.
Whereas an actor, if you don't see them for a year, you're like, I think they died.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
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 Whereas like I think about Louis, I'm like, come on, dude, get on back here. What are we
Yeah.
doing here? You know, all
Yeah.
the time. Because every time you walk around and see like anything, I'm like, oh, Louis bit. That's a Louis bit.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Isn't
good.
it wild our comedy dads are Louis and David Tell?
Crazy. It's really
What are the
fucked up.
fucking odds?
It's really
That's
fucked up.
fucking nuts. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
It's nuts. They are the best.
Yeah.
Man, if they did something together. I wonder if they ever communicate.
I don't know. Is Louis writing a new movie?
Louis is painting
Oh, that's cool.
and making sculptures and hanging out.
That's cool.
I guess he was at the cellar the other night, but I just missed him. And he was wearing
Oh.
a sailor's outfit, sailor cap
What?
on Easter.
Sailor's hat? Like
Yeah.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man sailor's hat?
That's what I was thinking, but
Yeah.
Mike Rowland told me, and I think
Oh.
it might have just been a little newsy cap, but he said
Oh.
sailor hat.
Did I ever tell you about when me and Attell went and played laser tag?
Well, that's what somebody said is that you played laser tag. That's what Carter said. Did he
Yeah.
play?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, we do shit like that all the time.
He'll run around?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you are his son.
Yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
Yeah.
He bought you so much cake.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Dude, you are his son.
Yeah,
That's
we were
so
playing
cute.
laser tag and we were up in a tunnel and I run by and he goes, "Come with me, I'm a field medic."
Dude, he rules. He
It's the best.
rules.
It's the best. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I want him to be around us at all times.
Yeah. Well, we could have him on the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must be fucking zoinked from doing all these podcasts and stuff. That's a
Oh.
lot of socializing.
Totally. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is he bringing cats as well to some?
Yeah, so I did like the New York and Texas rounds with him, which is great. And then Louis was out in LA with him for some. And then he did a couple on his own. He said Bad Friends with Santino and Bobby was like the best.
Really?
Yeah, he like really loved them.
Santino's insanely quick. I mean, Bobby is
yeah.
too, but Santino will just make anything into a bit
Yeah.
so fast.
Yeah,
it's
it's the best.
crazy.
Yeah.
He's so good. I want him to move to New York. I think he will.
I know.
He should.
I don't know. I like the idea of us all living where we live and then just going every once in a while. I kind of like that.
It's
You
just so far.
know? LA? I don't know. I like going to LA and having a car. I love having a car. I miss having a car. I miss mowing a lawn.
I was thinking about renting a room. My friend might go to college there. Noah might get her PhD there. And I was thinking about paying to just rent a room out and going there like once for like a week every month or something.
What?
Bringing my truck out there.
Huh?
Because she would just have a room for me that I could stay in.
Oh, so she would rent a house. and
Yeah,
you
she would rent an apartment, a
room in the
2-bedroom.
house.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I would just pay for it
Oh.
when I'm here. So then I could just go crash there and do shows and
Mm.
have a truck out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I miss my truck. My mom is pissed.
Fuck her.
It's really crazy.
Let me talk to her. I'll talk to her. You and your mom and I DM. We talk.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
She'll flip out at you. She's scary.
I don't give a shit. I'm scared.
You do the same thing with Gail. We both baby them. You
Scared?
can't carry that around.
Well, guess what I do?
Is that a switchblade?
It's a fucking crazy town we're living in.
Should I carry mine around?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, they're punching women. You won't get mistaken for one, but they're. I knew it was coming.
I love you. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe I'll need to protect one of them. You know what's fucked up is I truly thought that. Like, I'm like, should I carry the knife to protect the hot women? It's fucked
But you
up.
hate hot women. You're the puncher. Would it be funny if we found out Jordan was a puncher?
I just want to fight somebody. Dude, when I saw the punching video, I was like,
Dude, yo, what if you and I fought each other on camera? Patreon. What if we had Adam Ray be Dr. Phil and he does a therapy session on the show with us?
how does Dr. Phil feel about him doing it, Dr. Phil? I've always wondered.
Huh. I bet he likes it.
You think?
Well, publicly.
I believe that he actually did have Dr. Phil do like a video for him whenever and like, he
Oh,
opened
really?
up one of his shows with
Oh, that's
Dr.
fun.
Phil. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I agree. I think that would be a great guest to have on. It would be so fun. Have like a therapy session.
He's in LA?
Yes. Maybe. Live fun?
Oh, yeah. Have you asked Santino and Bobby yet?
No.
I mean, have all three. That would be huge.
Yeah.
Possible, but
Yeah, I'll hit up Adam. That'd be fun. That'd be really fun.
Santino contributed with the resurrection. Because
Nice.
I was like, do you ever have beef with Bobby? And he goes, yeah, but he's my brother. And I was like, he's mine too.
You're my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice.
Yeah. He's the best. Yeah, we shot pool when he was in town. Have you seen Ricky Stenicki? It's very funny.
No.
Some movies in it. It's like a 90s comedy. Did you see it?
yeah, I watched those. I
You liked it, right?
I did enjoy it. It was entertaining for
It's
sure.
really funny, man. And you know what's funny? I went to the premiere and this was like the coolest shit ever. Peter Farrelly was the director and he directed There's Something About Mary, Kingpin, Dumb and Dumber, like all those classic movies, right? So it was cool, man. I got to meet him and be like, hey, I just gotta let you know, like in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the seat I sat in in 6th grade in the movie theater when I saw There's Something About Mary, and it changed my life.
Wow.
And it made me want to get involved in comedy. And it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. And he was like very gracious and nice. And we sat and talked for a while. And he was like, this movie we wanted to make 15 years ago. And it didn't work out. And then 10 years ago. And it didn't work out. And I wanted to force it. And we could have made it then. And then I realized, you know what? I got to take a step back and not force things. And sometimes I have to let the universe be the universe and get out of the way and let that take care of things and then be available when things come about. And that's how this movie came about. And Santino, like 10 years ago, or like 5-10 years ago, met Fairley and was like, hey, I'd do anything to be in this movie. He's like, okay, well, we'll give you an audition. Didn't work out. They didn't make the movie. And then like a year or two ago, they didn't even audition Santino. They go, hey, we want you in this.
Wow.
And it's just like, if you take a step back and let things work out the way they're supposed to work, and this was kind of in the middle of,
Yeah.
and it was like, hey man, you just got to trust and sit back and everything will come back and be the way it's supposed to be. And it was like really, like I've really held that with me of like, because I can get my own way a lot. And I'm realizing the more I talk about myself on stage, the more I realize like, well, man, you really have some control and anger issues.
Yeah.
But
Me
I'm like
too.
in love with my anger. It like warms me
Yes.
sometimes.
I know what you mean. I get really angry. And then the other day I was talking to Alan and I was like, I just am like, I feel very hard on stage. And he was like, no, I watched your death special. You weren't hard. And I was like, you don't think I was like hard? And he's like, no, you were very quick.
Your
but
therapist
not.
watches your comedy?
I gave it to him to watch.
Really?
Yeah, I love him. He my papa. He my papa. And he was like, I don't think you're hard. And then I was like, and then lately I've been going up on stage and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, I'm the reason why I'm getting so angry with people on stage is because they've done something to make me angry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the like vitriol towards humanity is like reducing, you know what I mean? But I was like beating myself up because I got so mad at that bitch. And then I was like, you know what? I got mad because she made me mad. And that is okay. You know what I mean? But I do think that there's something to be said about like when you're forcing yourself to be angry about something that you're not actually angry about, that sucks. But if you're actually angry about something, it's okay to be angry about it on stage. If it's really what you're feeling.
Well, I think it's okay to be angry about a topic or a feel. I always like to let the emotion lead me.
Yeah.
But to be angry and use that anger towards someone, I don't. I've done that in the past and I'm not good at it and I can alienate people. So I try to like, I know I have an ability to pop off and I have to be understanding that like not everyone's inside my brain to understand like, oh, he's right.
What are you doing on stage? You're getting mad at people or at like
No, I'm not.
topics?
At topics. Or like I'm just like really like trying to lead with an emotion and just follow that with the feeling and the funny. And so like, dude, I've been doing this thing where I've been going on stage. I've been going, okay, try to go as long as you can without telling a single joke, like prepared joke. And I've been having so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
I've been having the most fun on stage, just coming up with it in the moment and speaking.
Isn't that hard to do when
jokes.
you're sleepy though? I always find it when I'm tired. I'm like, bro,
Well, like the last show of the weekend, sometimes it can be a lot, but I've just been really enjoying, like, even if I pause and I feel like, oh, what do I say next? I'll be like, I am feeling like I have nothing to say. And then I don't know.
But
it's
you
like,
are a pocket man. I mean, that is what you're best at. Like, like when we were in Florida and you ranted about a whole whatever had happened to you the night before.
Mhm.
Like that is like you are very good at stream of consciousness comedy and talking about what is going on.
Mhm.
And if you're not like in love with a joke, you're kind of like, why am I saying this?
Yeah.
Which I totally get.
Yeah.
And I have to get rid of jokes if I'm like, I don't like even saying that.
Well, that's what I wanted. That's a perfect stream of consciousness. I'm working on just being stream of conscious and like going off on a tangent and then coming back to the original topic.
Just remember, feel free to reuse. Like if you say something that crushes, you can do that.
Yeah. And then I'm going and like listening and being like, oh, okay,
You're listening to your sets?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
Because your stream of consciousness is, I mean, I've seen Destroyer. I've seen sets that you've done that are like this is next level shit.
Yeah.
And it was when you were like,
I know, and I want it to be that way all the time. You know, like I
Yeah.
want my next special to be completely stream of conscious,
But if you listen
but
to
I
your
don't want it
sets,
to
then
be
you'll
like manufactured. That's
then
the thing.
yeah. But if you listen to your sets, then you'll, you know, like when you start feeling a vibe, when you start feeling a certain way, you'll be like, it'll naturally pull up that thing that you've already said.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
But it won't feel, and
Yeah.
it'll look organic, but it'll be something that you just
Mhm.
like. It's like vocabulary. You just have vocabulary in there because you've listened to it before.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, and that is, yeah, totally. Your stream of consciousness is when it's sick. And you're also going to have, because you do that, and I do it too, eat a dick sets. Like there are sets where you're just like, whoa, I really tried to
Yeah.
talk about something that I wasn't ready to talk
Mhm,
about.
mhm.
But then you have to totally get good at being like, I thought that would be fun.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But yeah, it is.
Well, I've told you this, that I like, man, I've seen you, and I don't know if it's intentional or not, but you've dug yourself into such a
Yeah, I love
hole
it.
at the beginning of your sets where I immediately need to be liked, because then I feel I have the goodwill of the crowd to then go to a deeper, darker, weirder place. But you dig a hole, and I'm like, how the fuck is she gonna? And dude, by the end of the set, everyone in the fucking room loves you, and they're eating out of the palm of your hand.
I like the
And I
whole-
admire that so much.
Thank you.
To be able to like intentionally dig and claw out, like that's such a testament to being like a good comic in the way that like fearless to do that.
Yeah.
Fearless.
Well,
That's
it's
the
fun to
fucking
do
best.
because you're just like, it's fun to do because it gives you like a barometer on the room immediately. Like if I'm just like something racist, not racist, but like, or you two shouldn't be together or something where people are like, yeesh,
Yeah.
or like that guy's autistic and they're like, yeesh. I'm like, oh, we're a yeesh? Oh, are we a yeesh crowd? And then I'm like, okay, all right, yeesh.
Yeah.
And then I can pull them out of it so that, that does make me not dissociate
Oh,
and not just like stay in my,
interesting.
yeah.
See,
totally.
I have to go stream of consciousness and insane and wherever it goes, because that's how I get to feel. And I feel like you have to feel by doing that. Like we each have these ways of like authenticity of like,
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
say exactly what's going on. And then,
yeah.
I have to walk in and be like, I'm really worried about this lump in my vagina. And they're like, oh my God, you know? And then I will dig myself out of it. You know?
Yeah. But that's like charming in a way, because if I go up and I'm like, I've been riding my bike and my asshole's shaving on my taint, they're like, what? And then I panic and I'm like, I'll never recover from this.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? But then you do it and you're like, all right, climbing out, you know? So I have to make them like me at first, and then I dig my hole and then I get out of it, you know?
Yes. There's also a level of nihilism, I think, as well, where it's like,
Yeah.
and there's also like, if need be, I will pull through the catalog and get out the thing that you faggots like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, we're not going to talk about my chafed asshole. Fine. I know you'll like this, you little fucking piece. And then I go, I thought you'd like that, you dumb pieces of fucking shit.
Or you double down. That's my favorite thing you do. Is like whenever you're like, oh, you don't like that joke? Well, here's another one in the same vein.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's when I go to the dad well. That's
Yeah.
when I'm like, oh, you don't like this? Well, get ready to hear about a man that was crushed by a train.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Yes, and then the most beautiful art form of all time comes out, where you hold up where that you lose the audience so hard on dad stuff that you pull out the fucking mic stand and go beep 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 beep. This is I hate this comic detector, dude. You beeped for so long. You beeped for so long that me and Ethan were like, he's gonna beep until he gets the light. Like he doesn't know what he's doing. Like he doesn't know why he's beeping. And then you went beep 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 beep. That's I hate this. And we were like, oh, like the foreheads on the table.
We were looking at each other like, oh no,
Yes,
what's going
we were like,
on?
oh no. We were like, he's literally malfunctioning. He's literally popped a fuse. He's short circuiting. God, that was so funny. And the thing was, the bottom of the mic stand was in this man's face, right there. And he was just like this. And you're like, it was so... Dude, I have a joke right now where I'm trying to talk about in your 20s when you have sex and you're not wet. And like people get so weird about it, and I'm doubling down on it so hard. And I'm doing a joke about like because it was a thing when you were in your 20s and you're a woman where you had this like pulsing baboon pussy when you got done with sex, and it hurt so bad, and you'd be walking around like, that was love. I think that was love. Like it was so, and people will be like, I don't really know about this, and then I'll keep digging until they're like, oh, I do remember this.
That's the best when it's a clock and it's like funny, not funny. Oh my God, is this really ever gonna stop? Oh my God, what the fuck? Funny. I've never found something more funny in my life. I love that.
And I have one right now that I'm doing about periods because I'm like, this is going to go on for a minute, but I'm going to get the audience I'm going to get every man in here to understand what it is like to be a woman, where the week before the period, then I talk about the week on the period. And I'm finally pulling all bits together from different things to make that really funny. And then I do an act out of a man's life. And anybody who's not on board, then that hits. But it's like the most gratifying thing because I do genuinely think that I walk off stage and they're like, is it really like that? And the women are like, yes, it is. Which is so sick because there's a minute where they're like, bro, you're not going to go through every week of a woman's life, are you? And I'm like, yeah, I am. And then I do the whole, it's so.
Oh, that's great.
Damn, I wish I was doing a show tomorrow.
Oh, whatever. It's good to take time off.
It is good to take time off. Whoa.
Huh.
It's 9:42.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the
holiday party.
I was worried we were going to get there too early.
Yeah. Well, do you guys want to take the train or do you want to take a car?
I'm not going.
You're not? Rock, paper, oh, dude, I lost $20 to someone on rock, paper, scissors in the front row at the creek.
Did you give it to him?
I brought him on stage and rock, paper, scissors him. But I won $20 on a bet on BattleBots. Backstage.
What's BattleBots?
Oh,
yeah.
Did I tell you about BattleBots?
But what's the bet?
Dude, me and Natal went and saw BattleBots in Vegas. You know those
They
robots
fight?
that fight each other? Yeah,
But
we
what
were
was the
betting on
bet?
the BattleBots.
Wow.
Yeah. And dude, I have it on video. They talk smack to each other. And one guy's like, he was seen on America's Got Talent. But if you look at his robot, it's more like America's Got No Talent. And you just hear Adele go, whoa! It's a slam fest.
Did you tell Jordan about the Luke Moniz BattleBot story? About you asking if they're real or not?
Oh my God. Well, I brought Luke and Yamanika the next week. And me and Yamanika were getting up, we're dancing in the aisles. It's like, come on, Deline, get your body on time. Oh,
best
it's
song ever.
Yamanika. And Luke is there. And we're talking, and he's like, this is set up. This is fake. It's predetermined. It's like wrestling. I'm like, Luke, are you an idiot? It's fucking robots fighting each other. He's like, no, they're on a track. And I'm like, you're an idiot. So then,
Wait, is it robots?
yeah, they're little built robots.
Yeah, they're like
How big?
remote controlled robots.
Yeah, they're remote controlled robots.
Oh.
And dude, they brought one out called Slot Machine, and it was just a giant slot machine, and this robot
That's
just
cool.
destroyed it, dude. It
Wait,
was
how big are
amazing.
they?
It can be
Some of
different
them are
sizes.
6 feet tall. Some of them are little to the ground. It's so cool.
I want to
They're
see
like that
this.
size, like the
Yeah.
air conditioner thing.
They fight?
Yeah. They explode.
That's so
they
humane.
pop in the air. It's the best. And
Wait, would you like be like, I have the best BattleBot this year? Like you're like, I think mine is prepared.
tournaments.
Do they could one have like a drill or a sawzall?
Yeah.
Wow.
A sword.
Like Derby?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you would love it.
I would love that because I love technology killing
They'll
itself.
have like
Yeah.
little arms. They'll just be like hitting.
Yeah.
Coom, coom.
They have like, you know, a router, you know how
Yeah.
it has that divot. They have one of those, but like this, and it just spins around. It just fucking destroys.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's so cool. It's so
I
cool.
want to watch.
Dude, BattleBots is the best. You should bet on BattleBots.
Okay.
Do you want to bet?
Yeah.
BattleBots?
How?
I love gambling.
How do
I
we do
lost
it?
so much money in Vegas.
Dude, it was a dark time.
It was a bad time,
I kept calling Luke to check in.
but everything's fine.
How much?
How much you think?
2,500.
A little more.
Oh no, Ian!
Just call it a weekend in Appleton.
Oh,
I made it back. It's all right.
did you?
Yeah.
In life, working.
In life, working, yes, but I did not make
I
it
made
back on
Segura
the
lose some
floor.
money when we were playing blackjack, and I don't think he was too happy.
Oh, dude, I brought a girl on a date. I met her on Tinder in Vegas, and I go, do you know how to play blackjack? And she goes, no. And I go, I'll teach you. And it was me playing blackjack with her sitting there and me going, hit or stand. And then she'd be like, hit. And I'd be like, fine. damn it. All right, come on.
You
okay,
just
come
hit
on.
her. Yeah. I did the thing where
Using this
I
poor,
hit when-
nice girl to like sit there so I don't gamble alone.
I did the thing where Segura was like, don't hit because what's it called when the dealer busts
Mm.
and everybody would get money. He was like, don't hit. And I was like, no, I have a feeling. And then I hit. And then and he was like, and he had given me the money. And I was like, I'm so sorry.
Dude, at one
His
point.
trainer was there just giving me snacks all weekend.
Oh, that's the best.
Just literally being like, go
Oh,
macro bar. And I was like,
yeah. Dude, at 5:30 in the morning, we're in the Mandalay Bay, me and Dave. I'm gambling, I'm winning, and every time he would come into my periphery, I would lose. So it was just, he and I were like one of the only ones there, and he's just a little man coming up going, are you winning? And I go, get away from me, stop! And he would stand 10 feet away, smoking. How about now?
oh my God. You lost $3K. Wait,
I got it back.
on blackjack?
Let me tell you something, though. My merching has never been better. So
Yeah, I'm not selling any merch, and he keeps trying to send it to places, but then I don't know what to do. Does he send it to a location, I sell it, and then I ship the box back home? Or what do I do?
Bring the
I'm
merch
not
with
bringing
you
it.
to the next gig.
I'm not doing that.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you. You gotta get your knuckles dirty.
I can't because I have a big rig now of the camera, and I have Geppetto. That's not her name. Her name's Coyote.
Well, you might be able to overnight it to the next spot that you're
Yeah,
going.
you could do that.
Just like take it to a UPS place or something and overnight it.
Get the club to print out a label,
Mhm.
slap it on there, and have them send it out.
Yeah.
But I bring a duffel bag with me, and whatever I don't sell, I put in the bag. I bring it to the next gig, and calibrate my orders on what I need to have the amount that I had going in the last
I
gig.
can't do that because I have too much stuff already.
What if you do like limited sent to the clubs that you're going? So like send like 20 to each club or whatever.
How much should I send for one weekend?
Let's talk about this off. Wait, what were we saying? We were saying something.
BattleBots.
We were
Yeah.
saying something?
Luke Mona's
What was
story.
something? Oh, here, you tell it, Ethan.
Well, I wasn't there.
Oh, so Luke is like, this is set up. It's fake, right? So we get a VIP tour of the BattleBots backstage. We get to meet the bots.
Why?
Well, because Bill Dwyer, the guy who was the original host of BattleBots on Comedy Central, is now the host of BattleBots at the live event at the BattleBot Arena in Las Vegas. And when me and Attell went, they knew each other. And so he came by the club, did a set, and then we talked. And he's like, please come and be a guest at BattleBots under my name. And I'm like, oh my God. And so we got the VIP backstage introduction to the bots.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And we got to meet the guys that were in charge of the
I
bots.
was just imagining you meeting the bots. Hello. And they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and we got to meet the guys. Like,
I go into something named like
Yeah.
Razor Saw. And I'm like, are you hurt?
Wait, but did you ask and Luke got?
I asked the guy, I go, hey, is this set up? My buddy over here thinks it's all fake. And he goes, absolutely not. These are robot. And Luke hops in and goes, I never said that. That's not true. I never, no.
Luke hops in as in Luke bends over.
Yeah,
Just, like,
yeah.
Enters the
Yeah,
conversation.
This large tree bends down with his branches. Let me hug
He
you.
is a tree,
A
man.
tree.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Just having Luke getting embarrassed over that
He
question.
was
is
so
funny to
embarrassed
me.
and threw me under the bus
With his
after
little
I
hands?
threw
I never
him
said
under
that.
the bus. He was like, that's not true. I never said that. He's making that up. I know it's true. I know it's real. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
you're
God.
a liar.
He brought you to the side.
Yeah. He took me aside and was like, why would you do that? You're embarrassing me and him. Don't you think that hurts his feelings?
Wouldn't he want to know the answer though?
Yeah.
It's the most important
And he's like,
thing.
and then on top of it, he goes, and you know he's lying, right?
Oh my God.
Fuck, dude, you're crazy.
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah, it was great. Let's wrap up and go to the Cellar Holiday Party.
How long are we?
Yeah.
Wow.
I love it.
Okay, fart.
Yes. Oh!
Was it hot?
It was hot and it was vibrate.
Carrots.
Oh,
Oh, it's a whole stew. It's chicken and carrot stew. Don't. You're gonna bust it.
oh, that was silent, and you're gonna want to get away. Tune in next week. We love you. Bye bye.